Good morning. Oh, stretchy. It is 9:31 on Friday the 26th of July and it's time for...
Today in my BuJo now!
Today in my BuJo.
How are ya?
How are ya? Are you alright? We've done absolutely nothing so far this morning. We're still in our nighties because we've just got up and had toast and drunk tea, haven't we? Yeah. So I thought I'd come on and do this
one kid had a drink and one kid had some toast.
Come on and do this before I take my mother out. Excuse the fact that I'm full of yawnies. I am really tired.
Me too.
You too? Right. I did not wear makeup, but I did do my challenges.
Who's gonna fly?
These two colours look so alike and they're not. There was no booze yesterday. Don't start making loads of noise, please.
The superpowers.
There was fizzy at caffeine. I had one cam. I did have chips yesterday. I didn't craft, and I need to do today's word.
I did have chips.
No, you didn't. You just had pizza and you didn't eat it.
Looking at the
God, I wasn't yawning until I started recording. And now I just want to go, oh, it's stretch and go back to sleep.
You're gonna have to share some ice cream.
You're going to have to be quiet, please.
Mommy.
So I think we were about an 8 again yesterday, so we're doing alright. We're doing alright. My pain was quite high because I stepped until midnight last night for a challenge, so I'm going to put my pain at an 8. Less than a week now until the end of the month. 26,909. Not bad, eh? Yeah, what's going to happen is over the weekend I am going to get set up for August.
When do you have August today?
And I'm going to also set up for just the remainder of the month, like the last 3 days.
Mom,
so
you're gonna get some ice cream.
Yes, I know, because I like my week to be all in the same book.
Yeah.
That means I'm going to have a page with just 3 days on it. This pen has got like ridges in the thing, so it's messy when you're trying to use the whole wedgy bit. Yeah, although I was having a think yesterday. Right, hang on, let's do 15,482, which was 7.11 miles on Wednesday, and then Thursday was 26,909 and was 11.13. Yay me! I feel really pleased with that. Yeah, I was thinking yesterday that Con and I've created this for August and September, but now I'm wondering if I need more space for my journaling section, because I want to do more art journaling type stuff. But when I do challenges, I run out of room, you know. So my only choice is to either not do a challenge or use that book just for August. So I'm thinking it might be quite nice to have sort of a double spread to doodle all over, if that makes sense. But then I've gone and plastered September all over it. So I'm sort of like, you know, keep the monthly pages the same at the beginning, but then give myself, because sometimes I run out of room, you know, Or I'd like to draw bigger. I don't know. Should I try to stick to just one page? Or
there's a lightning power.
that's the photographs I took of the storm the other night.
Yeah.
I didn't journal yesterday. I need to do that in a minute. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether to give myself twice as much room or whether I'm sort of, you know, more room I've got, the more mess I'll make. I also suddenly realised yesterday, as you all know, I don't journal until I've done both sides of the page because it pulls the ink through. As you can see here, I wrote in red and then blue, and it's started to pull through. I know you guys can't see that very well. Hang on, let me bring it up. Where's the focus, doohickey? Oh gosh, get out of the way so I can actually see the screen.
I think you turn that on.
There you go. You can see there at the bottom, it's started to pull the ink through. And you can even see some of the reds coming through there as well. And that's why I don't journal on both sides of the page, which is a bit annoying because I'm so forgetful. I have to write notes down in a notebook.
Mom,
And then I remembered I had some gesso.
which studio would you like?
Now, I've never used gesso. I don't know anything about it. See, this is sealed. I've had this for ages and I haven't even opened it. So, I mean, it says here that it dries matte, yeah? It takes little preparation and that it's transparent. But it also says it stiffens the page, but then I suppose really so does my paint. Seals, stiffens and provides surface tooth for painting surfaces. Dries translucent, permanent, non-yellowing, flexible, water resistant when dry. Acrylic, oil, pastels and other paint media. So if somebody must know about this, if I've got a sheet like this that I've painted on, can I, once this is dried, put gesso on the other side and it won't pull, you know, it doesn't make it wet and pull the ink through like it does when I use watercolour? Will that work, or do I have to treat the paper both sides before I paint? Because the idea of treating an entire book with gesso is just like, ugh. And then it also says you've got to allow 24 hours for it to dry. Is that right?
Oh no.
That just that seems like really boring. Can I use a dryer?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind.
Yes.
Shh, please. Shh. I don't mind treating like my journal pages if I can then use a dryer and it's done in like half an hour or so. But can I do it sort of like, you know, when I'm at the end of a night when I've done that bit, everywhere that there's, you know, it could possibly bleed through, could I then on the other side, you know, back that and this and all of this with gesso and leave it to dry overnight? Or would the wetness of the gesso pull it through like the wetness of my paint does? Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense. You'll have to let me know. It's a bit gloomy today. Well, I don't know. This is what I need to find out, darling. Okay, so yesterday I actually didn't do any of this. Dishwasher, I did. Yeah, I didn't do any of that, so I feel a bit really sorry. Now let's see.
I love you.
I love you too.
I love you
more than that. Now I did label my cards. Let me show you.
And there's another big journal.
Just like this, just so that I know which account, because certain money goes into certain accounts. So yeah, I just stuck this, you know, little labels at the top just to say which account I'm wanting to use. Shush please while I'm talking. So that is done. Right, I haven't actually done anything yet. I haven't even washed my face, so I am gonna shush please. Daryl, seriously, shush, because I'm trying to talk. Ridiculously, it was so hot yesterday. It got up to like 31 degrees, I think, all told. And today it is cloudy and there's a threat of rain.
Can I see?
So it's sort of like, well...
Oh, no.
And it did rain during the night. But I'm going to leave that as that in case the sun does come out later. So we'll do 24 high, 16 low.
I think we can be low.
5:22 was sun up. And 8:59 it will be sunset. So I'm going to leave that in case the sun does come out, because sometimes, you know, they do get it completely and utterly wrong. So it's like they're saying it's going to rain, but then you actually scroll through it and there's no rain predicted. So, you know, we'll see how that goes. You've been drawing in here, Daryl? You've been drawing in my book?
No.
There's a little scribble there that does not look like a mummy scribble.
I don't know.
No, you've been told not to draw in mummy's book unless mummy says you can. Okay, as I said, I didn't do the word. No, not unless I'm here. So we can't do anything there yet. We could do a card though, couldn't we? Death does not mean death before anybody panics. Death quite often refers to the end of something. It can refer to death. It does in some cases refer to death. But a lot of the time it is something new coming from something old. You know, like maybe the end of a relationship, but it gives you a new lease of life, or you know, the for example, Daryl's leaving preschool and he's going to start big school.
Yeah.
You know, so it's something new from the old. Okay. I've seen one card and it's a lovely card, this particular one that I've seen, and it's a skull on the ground and it's got beautiful red roses growing up from it, and it's a lovely version of it. This one's a little bit more sinister, but yeah, that's basically what death means. It can mean death, but not always. Okay, I've written the death card can mean death, but could also mean something new from old. And if you're never sure, you can always pull another card to help explain what's going on. So, sleep last night. Took me a while to get going, I think. Yeah. Once I'd actually gone to sleep, I was alright, but... Yes, once I'd actually gone to sleep, I was okay, but it just took me a little bit, because I think I was aching so much for my back to calm down. I haven't done anything yet, so there's no point in me even looking at this. I'm literally not long out of bed. That's last week.
Well, we just need to keep...
It's Friday today, so I need to check what's gone out. Tomorrow we're going to see the wrestling. I need to set up the races.
This on my racing challenge.
So I don't know what I'm going to do here, because I've actually left myself a double spread. Should have just left myself one, shouldn't I, really?
Big race.
Because I could have... Daryl, shush please! Because I could have just done the 3 days there.
Bonnies don't listen. I have to win.
And you need to be quiet. Alright, so... I trimmed down my stencil, took the excess bits off because I don't use the hole at the top and I didn't really need the label at the bottom, so I trimmed it down using my paper trimmer and then just rounded the corner because it made it awfully sharp, and then I just rounded the corners off using my corner rounder. So yeah, that worked quite well. There it is. I took it from my pen. Right, so today is the 26th. So I'm going to spend this weekend playing with my punch boards. Are tabs something that people would buy? And if so, would you want just tabs or would you want tabbed dividers for like a ring binder or something? If you wanted something like that made from the equipment that I bought recently, what would you want? You know, and is this something you would buy, or would you just think, stuff I'll make it myself? And how much would you expect to pay? You know, because I'm thinking I've split mine into these little bags. So that's the large one, and then I've got a bag with the medium one and a bag with small. So I was just going to fill them up for personal use. But then I thought, oh, this is something I could, in theory, sell. Is this something that people would be interested in, or would I just be wasting time and paper? Hello? Hello?
Can I speak to Mrs. Sam?
Who's calling, please?
This side Kim, and I'm calling you from Citizens Advice Department.
Okay.
The purpose of my call is that we got some updates regarding you, which shows that you have some outstanding debts on your name.
No, I don't. Your information is incorrect. Could you delete my number? Thanks very much.
Just doing that.
You know that they're full of shit when they phone up and say, "Can I speak to Mrs. Sam?" Don't you know the rest of my name? Apparently I have outstanding debts on my name. Yes, no, I don't. Fuck off.
That's
When you
why.
call me from an apparent mobile number, I'm sorry, I'm not going to believe that you're working for somebody that wants to try and help me recoup my debts. Or, you know, when you tell me that I've got outstanding debts. No, I don't. It's pretty colour. So, today's challenges are... Let's have a look. The word is frisbee. The butterbeer. Well, that shouldn't be too hard. And the Who logo, and that's not too hard either. I've seen the Who. I saw the Who live at the festival when I went to Stuart in 3 years ago now, 2016. That was fantastic. Yeah, I saw the Who, the Buzzcocks, the Damned, Queen, Crow, the Who. Or did I say them already? Saw about 6 bands that we, really, really enjoyed. Yeah, for bloody good money as well. I mean, people go, "Oh, the festival's so expensive," but then you think about all the top liners that we saw. I wanted to see Adam Ant, but he was performing at the same time as the Who, so we didn't get to see him. But we saw Crow. Crow opened. They were on the opening night, and then I think Friday we saw Captain Sensible, The Damned, Buzzcocks. I can't remember. I was mad, isn't it? My brain's just gone. Ugh. So yeah, I'd have to ask my friend down the road. Who did we see? But there we go. Right, so I'll get those sketched up, and I will be back for an evening edition tonight because I haven't filled anything in today. I'll need to do a little bit of journaling just to get that all sorted out and caught up with, and yeah, that's it.
Oh, we had to do some
So I hope you have a fantastic Friday, and I'll see you in the evening edition.
Bye.
Bye. So there you go. My light seems really bright. I've just had to change the bulb, and it's a really stupid system, and it took, well, Alex had to do it in the end because I couldn't get hold of it properly, and he was going, it doesn't just pull out, and I'm like, yeah, it does. Trouble is, if you get hold of the glass bit to pull it, the glass bit, because it's degraded over time, just pulls out of the main bottom bit of the bulb, you know, the plastic bit where all the wires and all that shit are, and then it's like, what the fuck do you do now? It's stupid, and now it just seems really bright because I've moved it, and it's shining right in my face. Sorry. Anyway, Butterbeer, The Who, and Frisbee, and I went out for lunch with Mum and Daryl today, so I thought I would take a photograph because I don't take enough photos of my mother, and she's my lovely, beautiful mother, and I should take more photos of her. So we did the weather. The sun did come out. It did turn out to be quite nice, so I am going to draw the sun in, like I said I would. Yeah, it actually turned out quite nice this afternoon. Not hugely, you know, the clouds stayed about all day, but it was nice, and it was warm as well. That's the worst thing is that it's so warm even on a cloudy day. So I feel like I'm a little bit caught the sun a little bit. There we go. So 26 is where we are at. Day face cream and makeup. I have makeup on. Challenges. No booze. Right, I've had fizzy and caffeine, and I had some chips today. I haven't crafted, and I need to do today's word on that. So I haven't done a huge amount. I've done just under 13,000. Oh dear me. Right, it is Friday. Loo and the laundry have been done, but I've been out all day, so that's about all I've done really. Yeah, I haven't done anything else. And they're done. So there we go, we're all caught up. That's it, that's me done for the night. Am I wonky? No, my camera is wonky. Okay, because my mat is straight according to the table. I obviously moved things while I was there we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, that'll do. Whatever. So there we go. Right, I'm going to leave that there. And that's a really nice photo actually. My mum and I have exactly the same smile, I've just noticed. And then you got Daryl there going, in the way that 4-year-olds do. Yeah. Quite like that. Right, I'm going to leave that there, and oh, I'm stiff. I'm going to spend the evening making some tabs for my next journal. I had a thought, I was thinking about it, and about what I was going to do. I don't want to have to take, otherwise I'm going to have to cover the bottom part of this book and it will ruin it. So I'm going to try and be a little bit more fluid with my days, instead of rigidly sticking to a page per day. I might, you know, end up going like across there on a day, and then it depends really what challenge I choose to do. I don't want to do a challenge where I'm going to be drawing big huge things, because I want to draw things from like out and about, like flowers that we see and things that we do, because I want to start drawing more real life stuff, because I don't do it, and you know, it's just something I want to learn how to do. It's that I've got my three dudes here, my Mary Poppins, my Alice Cooper and my Pinhead, and you know, I'd like to draw them and put them in my journals. So I may not actually do a drawing challenge next month. I may find something to draw, whether it be, you know, a bottle of gesso, or a cupcake that my son's brought home from work, or a glass of water. You know, I mean, that's quite a good idea, because my glasses have, you know, ridges and things in them, and it just might be a good study for me. So I may not do a drawing challenge next month. We'll have to see. You know, I would like to do more doodling. I would like to do more stickers and other stuff. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know, we'll see. I mean, if the challenge comes up and I'm like, oh, I still got to do that, then, you know, maybe I will. But at the moment, and August isn't likely to be full of a huge amount of writing, because it's just going to be us walking out and about in the country. But that's it, you know, I want to be able to go out and about in the country, go, oh, look at that, and take photos of it, and then bring it home and draw it. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. And if it comes to it that my day goes across there and halfway over here, well, then it does. I'll figure out a way to section it off or whatever. I want to put watercolour down before I write over it, and just stuff like that, you know. So I need to do a bit of experimentation by putting some watercolour down on some paper, letting it dry, and just checking that all of my pens will write over it without any, you know, huffiness. And we'll go from there. But it's like, you know, my pictures do take up quite a bit of room sometimes. But I could put tip-ins and things in. This is something else I want to do more of, is put more tip-ins in, and I want to take more photos and stuff like that. But then I have days where I don't write a lot. So, you know, that's why I say I could be more fluid about what I'm doing. It's just a question of maybe planning it out. So it may be that my doodling happens every couple of days while I plan a double spread out. So if I do pick a challenge, I might well decide to draw 2 days worth. It doesn't matter if they're together, does it? You know, like I could have here drawn the owl with the letter. That would have looked quite good. You know. And then used a journaling card if I didn't have enough room to journal on, or because I didn't actually journal a lot here. All I put on was I just really wanted to lie in. Woke at 6:30. I almost died. Haven't been out. It's been great. I spent the afternoon watching tennis, and our new neighbours moved in. Well, you know, I could have stuck that on a journaling card. Really, I could have used my typewriter that I've got sitting over there. You know, I could have made a pocket and stuck this on it, and then journaled inside on a card inside or something, you know, or stuck that on the journaling card, and then yeah, so it's stuff like that. That's what I want to get more into. I want to make this more 3D, you know. I love my howler. I'm so pleased with that. I put a lot of red paint down on that to make it as red as what it is. But yeah, so I mean, some days I do write a lot because there's been a lot going on. But then other days there isn't a lot going on, so you know, I don't know. It's I guess I just need to be a little bit more fluid about it. So we'll see. We'll see. Right, I'm going to leave that there, and yeah, we'll see how we go. So far, I'm quite pleased with how this month's turned out. I love that little rat as well. Quite pleased with how this month's turned out. I'm looking forward to getting into the new book, because it's not quite what Robin calls a mega insert, but you know, hey, it's getting there. My tape came, so I need to put a cover over it. I still want to put something there, but I don't know what. So let's have a look and see if I can find something. Oh, that's Lush, but it's too big. Or is it? I mean, I could... It is vellum, it would go over if I wanted it to. Oh, by the way, Mary wanted to know where these came from. They came from AliExpress, darling. Is that a heart with flowers? Oh, do you know what? Considering I've been planting this month, I quite like both of those. I think I might add some more stuff. Oh, you sent Pinhead flying then. Oh yeah, I like. If you're wondering why I've got a dentist pick, last year the school dentist came round and Daryl wouldn't let her look in his mouth. So we bought a kit in the hopes that it would like get him more used to the idea. And he had a little mirror, and for days he would go around counting everybody's teeth. And I took the pick away because I just thought it would be a bit, you know, I was a bit concerned about his safety. Of course, he promptly lost the mirror and still wouldn't let her look in his mouth this year. So. Oh yeah, I like that. Love that stamp. Love it. I've got some more stamp type ones coming. I love stamps. There's just something about them. I don't know what it is. Right, I'm going to cover this book tonight as well. So there we go. That's that done. I'm going to go now that I've babbled at you and all of that. So yeah, thanks very much for stopping by today. If you have any suggestions about, you know, my daily layouts, anything I should change, or, you know, anything, let me know and we'll go from there. Please feel free to give this video a thumbs up. If you click the book, you will be subscribed, and if you hit the bell and YouTube's in a good mood, you might be notified when I upload new content. Take it easy, guys, and I will see you in Saturday's edition of Today in My BuJo.